For your delectation, because Cosby Daft asked for it, Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday by Sunsoft. Under license of WB Consumer Products. Developed by, I don't know these people. I'm hoping they're dead, though. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. Yes, start. Come on. Good. As Porky Pig is looking through holiday brochures, the plan is upcoming vacation. He drifts off into sleep and finds himself in a haunted blah 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 blah. Fuck if I know. Who knows? Who knows, Cosby? Maybe they did port Dingo. Maybe they are Dingo. Who knows? Okay. Okay. Okay, you can jump. You can jump. You can duck. I've never played this game before, so God only knows if it's actually good or not. But it looks like... Oh! Oh, look at that tree! That tree would give me some nightmares as a kid. Does it mean, or does that tree look like that, They did a mascot for Apple Jacks, and it was like a cinnamon stick? It looks like that guy. Oh. Oh, Porky. Look at that fucking tree! Oh, come on! How is Porky Pig's fat fucking ass supposed to avoid this crap? Look! Look at his jump! Porky's got, like, Belmont knee syndrome. Jump over the leprechauns, Porky. Jump over the leprechauns. That's it. Yeah, buddy. So far, this is, Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Are we bugging out? Are we bugging out? Okay, is it better now? Is it better now? Who designed this? Like, look. Porky's like this hefty fuck fat buddy. And they expect you to do all these, like, platforming. So far, it's just dreadfully generic. It is... If I was going to write a book on how to do a Super Nintendo platformer, this would be the very generic example of how to do a Super Nintendo platformer. It is violently mediocre right now. It's... Who would play this when you have Super fucking Mario World? Ugh, this is so mediocre. I'm getting heartburn from how mediocre this game is. Oh, that's lame. We could have lived in a magical world where these were the dingo people. Okay, gotta watch out for that crap. Good. The music is the thing that bothers me the most. The rest of this is just a very generic platformer. Like, there's so many better platformers on the system. Christ. And the thing is, look, Porky has no air control. He has what I like to call Belmont knee syndrome. Because in Castlevania you have no air control, so it's Belmont knee syndrome. Fucking tree. Get away. don't think I want to go past the first level of this game. I really don't want to play past the first level of this game. It's really bad. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Oh, man. Kinda does, actually. Porky, you fat fuck! Thank you, Porky, you fat shit. After this, I have to show you the Taz Escape from Mars game. AKA that game from the Sega Genesis I had as a kid that was Looney Tunes themed. He's just very heavy. That's the best way I can describe it, look. And you can't really control his jump, and he's so fucking big that you feel like you're gonna get... like he has a huge hitbox. I don't know if that's true, but look how big his sprite is compared to all the enemies, right? Game design 101 here. The sprite should not be so fucking huge. Scanners reenacted with Looney Tunes. I kind of want to see that. But who would play, who would be Drevik? Would it be Yosemite Sam? Would it be Yosemite Sam as Drevik? I say, we are brothers, Bugs. I guess Daffy makes more sense thematically. This game is so... If you looked up how to make a Super Nintendo game, I feel like this would be the example they use. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I'm gonna give another go-round of this bullshit, but... I'm gonna give one more try of this bullshit. I'm gonna give one more try of this bullshit, and then I'm gonna move on. I pressed the jump button. Hear that? That was me pressing the jump button. I was pressing the jump button. Oh, this tight platforming does not feel so... Oh, this platforming is not good for Porky's size at all. Porky is simply just too big to jump with these tiny-ass platforms. It feels uncomfortable. It's the best way to describe it. Like, look how big fucking Porky is compared to these tiny-ass platforms. They made a Speedy Gonzales game for the, Super Nintendo, and it's basically just a really shit Sonic clone, if I remember correctly. I think Sunsoft had the Looney Tunes license back in the day, and they milked it for all it was worth. The Sunsoft, Superman game, that might be one of the worst games I've ever played. I'm not playing that game anytime soon, though, because it makes me mad. You know, I think I'm done with this game. Not only was this made by Sunsoft, it was also made by Acclaim. Two of some of my favorite companies in quotation marks. Acclaim is my LJN. Like, when I see Acclaim on the logo, I don't assume quality. I assume shit. And so far, this is living up to that Acclaim quality. You know, I'm done. I don't want to play this anymore. Thank God I never had this as a kid, because then I would have to beat it. I can't do it, I'm sorry, I'm only human. We're going to do what Genesis does, what Nintendo does, and show you another kind of Looney Tunes game. Let's see if I have it here. Do I have it? Oh. Do I have that or not? Do I have that or not? Questione. No, I don't. Well, I'm going to show you this then. While I get the other thing from my totally legitimate Super Nintendo. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell, turtle power. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtle power. We're playing Hyperstone Heist now because it's actually a good game. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Okay, it's up to you. Who do I pick? Do I pick Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, or Raphael? You decide. The choice is yours and yours alone. Do-do-do-do. Who do I pick? 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 Do-do-do-do-do. Who do I pick? Who do I pick? Okay, Leonardo it is. He's the leader. He's got katanas. Do you need me to pause? Do you need me to pause? Do you need me to pause? Teenage Ninja Turtles. Turtle power. Really? I'm sorry. Anyways, back onto this game. Weird. Maybe it's when I load shit. That's... Anyways, Hyperstone Heist, is not actually a port of Turtles in Time, but rather a combination of the arcade game, the first Turtles arcade game, the SNES Turtles 2 game, and original levels created solely for the Sega Genesis. So it has unique shit for it altogether. Of course, you have the old super attack. You got the flying kick, of course. All the turtles have the exact same moves, so it really doesn't matter who you choose. Let's kick shell! You mean my totally legitimate Super Nintendo? By the power of the magical hawk that lives in my computer. I would get in trouble with Twitch if I used an emulator, you see. So it's just via the power of the magical hawk that lives in my computer. He also has a degree in business. A BizHawk, if you will. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a fuck shell. This isn't one of Konami's better games on the Genesis, but Konami pretty much hit it out of the park with the system. This is a Sega game. The magical hawk that lives in my computer can help me use the power of multiple systems. He's a multi-system kind of guy, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, I'm using an emulator called BizHawk, and BizHawk, the emulator, can do Super Nintendo, Nintendo Entertainment System, Sega Genesis, Sega Master System, and N64. It can run all of those, so I use it for all of them. That way I don't have to run different emulators for any of those systems, and it's super great that I don't have to run different emulators for that system. Yeah, BizHawk is great shit, my man. It even has, there's a patch for it that lets you corrupt, games. But I don't have that patch installed because it doesn't really work well with Genesis games, I found. It makes Genesis emulation kind of wibbly. Okay, I finally, let's say, found that Taz game. And once I get to a boss and beat it, I'll show you the Taz game. I'm sorry. Yeah, like I said, Konami really hit it out of the park with this system, in my opinion. Like, all of Konami's games for the Genesis are pretty damn good. This is why I miss, like, classic Konami, because classic Konami were basically just golden gods. Even their shitty games were at least decent. Konami used to mean quality, people. Shell-shocked. I don't remember, but I think... I don't know if I miss this kind of, when this kind of licensed games were everywhere. Dun, 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 dun. Do I have that game? Well, I'm gonna show you Taz after this, and then I'll show you the Mighty Morphin game. If that's cool with you, I'm sorry. They've got the powers that you've never seen before. That's not what I wanted. That's it, come on. Come on, come on. Okay, I got the Power Rangers game. Hooray. Turns out it was in my magical closet. You can't prove anything, Twitch. John Twitch Stream Marine. Zoop. Zoop. Zoopity doop doop. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Okay, after I get to the boss or I die, I'll show you Taz Escape from Mars and then Power Rangers. That's not a cave, Leonardo. That's a sewer. You live in one. You know what one looks like. Oh yeah, the reason why the ninjas explode is because they're robots in the 80s. The 80s cartoon. You could say the wizard came out from that closet. I'm sorry, that's a terrible joke. I apologize. Yeah, but the robots, the ninja foot robots, were only robots, I think, in the 80s cartoon because they couldn't show, you know, people getting killed, so they made them robots. You can do anything to robots. They're robots. Oh, I love this game's music. It's got that Genesis twang. Oh, by the way, if you kill 100 enemies in this game, you get an extra life. I should have mentioned that earlier. Okay, what is Leonardo's favorite type of ruler? Here are the pizza xenomorphs. I'm still waiting for that joke. God damn it, Cosby. I love you. They're robots, so it's okay if we kill them. That's perfectly fine. It's not against the law. 80s standards and practices. Okay, if you can guess who the first boss of this game is, you're a wizard. Congratulations. It's Leatherhead, by the way. Leatherhead is the first boss of this game. You are too immature to hang with me! I don't even remember what Leatherhead of the 80s cartoon sounded like. Come here, you crocodilian fuck. No, it's Leatherhead. Leatherhead is the first boss. Crocodilian shit. Well, now it's time for Taz. Escape from Mars. This is a game I had as a kid. I didn't really like it then. I really don't like it now. It's kind of shit. plot of the game is Marvin Martian has kidnapped you and you're on Mars. Escape it. There you go. Oh yeah, this game has farty as fuck music. And you see, the problem with this game is that Taz eats fucking everything. Sure, the burger, which is a good thing, but literally, look, Taz will fucking eat anything. Which means so much bullshit gets just in your way from Taz. Ugh, I hate this. Also, the spin is not as easy to control as it should be. It's not... This game is an underachievement. This game sucks diarrhea balls at the Tushy Pot. There you go. Don't want that bullshit. Come on. I want you to go down, Taz. Tasmanian Devil. Yet again, another thing I hate about this game. Bullshit like this. Come on. Come on. I hate this bullshit. Bullshit. Come on. I hate this game. That's how you do it. I always hated the fucking jumping down bit from these games. There's so much. Me either, but there's some real Looney Tunes themed shit. Like this game. This game's shit. Well, I wouldn't say shit, but it's not good. These are one of those games that I had as a kid that I didn't like, but I played it anyways because... No! I feel it is very hard to do. And I've played this game before. But it is very hard to do. Also, it doesn't really, like, indicate well where you're supposed to jump down at. Okay. And I think this is the actually decent Taz game for the Genesis. There was another one that I think is even worse than this one. So in a way, I'm lucky, I suppose. Because apparently this one is the okay Taz game for the Genesis. I don't even know what the shittier one is. I think it was based off of that cartoon from the 90s. Yeah, he did, didn't he? But oh god, this is just, like I said, this was one of those games that you had to play because that's all you had as a kid. You know, you only had so many video games, and it was either this or nothing. sick of this bullshit. Come on. Come on, Taz. You can do this. You can do this. You know what? I'm just going to pause on Taz's face here. Look at his suffering. That's how I'm feeling right now. It's time to play Power Rangers. It's time to play Power Rangers. It's Morphin time. This is actually a decent game. Duh, we're gonna play as Billy. Billy's the best, man. I mean, who doesn't want to be Billy? Yeah, punch him. Punch him. Kick. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be badass. You know what's cool? The fact that Goldar will be able to scale with my Marvel Legends, which means I can have Spider-Man fight Goldar like some 9-year-old weirdo. That's gonna be great. No, this game is great. The movie game is good too. I didn't have the movie game, but I remember renting it back in the day, and I remember liking it. I'm sorry. My cousin had the Sega Genesis version of this game. So when I came over to play with his Sega Genesis back in the day, it was like this, or Mortal Kombat, or Sonic and Tails, or something like that. I wasn't allowed to play Mortal Kombat at home, so getting to play it over at my cousin's house was kind of cool. My cousin also had Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3 as well. I don't remember what other games he had for his Genesis, but I thought that was cool. He used to play Diablo 2 with me and my dad and my little brother back in the day, too. I was the barbarian. My dad was a barbarian, my brother was the sorceress, and he was the necromancer, so we had two big beefy boys, a sorceress and a necromancer on the squad. Oh, that would be cool, a team package. That'd be cool, even if it was like Walmart exclusive or something. Because I could see them doing that, making it like, oh, the team package is exclusive to Walmart. Have they announced any, like, Zords to go along with the Lightning Collection? Yeah, Rangers! Frankly, Hasbro has been doing a better job with the license than Bandai of America has in years, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I feel like a superhero shouldn't destroy the vehicles, though. You know, defending the public and all that good, you know, wholesome morals. Power Rangers! This car is evil! Let's beat the shit out of it! And the car becomes a monster at the end. Okay, you skeleton fuck. This game is fun. I'm having a good time with this game. Like, I know it's a simple beat-em-up, but it's just... Sometimes it's just good to have a simple, fun time beat-em-up. Go, go, Power Rangers! Na, 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 na. Since we're kind of having a theme of, like, Saturday morning cartoons on this stream, would you like to see Mickey Mania after I beat this? I mean, after I die, or I run out of lives, would you like to see Mickey Mania? Okay, cool, groovy, I'm sorry. Power Rangers! Power Rangers! They fuck Rita's shit up! So did you watch any other, like, the Saban attempts to make other, like, tokusatsu shows into, like, Power Rangers? I sadly hear that the, Battle for the Grid game is just kind of shit. Some, like, early reviews of it have been kind of not good. We are VR. It's weird how they tried to make Masked Rider, like, Common Rider, the way it was. Like, you think that a cyborg superhero would be inconceivably easy to translate for American audiences. He's like, okay, he's a superhero and he's a cyborg, and he fights monsters. You think that wouldn't need, like, any sort of fucking up. I like how Billy is just kicking ass with overalls. That's okay. Kamen Rider's not for everyone. I really liked Forza, though, because it was just stupid and fun. Oh, that's the problem with, like, modern Kamen Rider, is that all of them look like pointy bugmen. I'm sorry to all the Kamen Rider fans out there, but, oh boy, howdy, do they look like pointy bugmen. Now it's time for MICKEYMOUSC. Mickey Mouse. Now, this is the Super Nintendo version. I think the Sega Genesis version has some levels that this one doesn't, but I prefer the Super Nintendo version. To be honest. I just prefer the Super Nintendo version. Really? Huh. I'm quite fond of In Space. I liked In Space, Ninja Thunder, Dino Charge. Those were all good seasons in my opinion. Mickey Mania, you just play through all of, like, Mickey Mouse's, like, classic cartoons throughout the ages. Yeah, it is weird. Licensed games aren't really a thing anymore, though, on, like, consoles. They're all, like, cell phone games now. Now, what does it look like to you that Mickey is throwing? Do you think it's marbles or candy? I've heard both. But I rung the bells! I rang the bells! I rang the bells! Look! I rang the bells! That's some bullshit! Mickey, I rang the bells. What more do you want from me? My blood? Oh, I didn't ring both of them. That shows you how much I remember this game. Come on. Come on. Come on, Pete. Come on, Pete, you tubby son of a shit. Come over here. Peter, come over here. Since we're kind of going for a Saturday morning cartoony theme for this stream, not intentional, mind you, just sort of happened. Let's do Buttman. It's time to... No, it's decent. Some people like the Genesis version more, some people like the Super Nintendo version more. I think both have their merits. Some people really don't like the Riddler maze bullshit in the Super Nintendo version. Yeah, it's a good noise. Genesis does, Nintendo sometimes. Hiya there, Batman! Welcome to the Joker's Funhouse! My Harley Quinn is awful. I'm sorry. I like to imagine that Lex Luthor helped out the Joker building those robots. You know, just because... fuck it. Batman is close enough to Superman. I mean, according to Zack Snyder, they would have the same mother. He learned that recently. Aren't we all just glad that Zack Snyder is not doing this shit anymore? Oh yeah, Toyman and Joker would definitely get along. Heck, maybe even Funhouse would join in. Yes, there's a Batman villain called Funhouse, who's basically the same as Toyman. I think Funhouse only showed up in, like, a cartoon, though, so he might not be comic canon. Oh, hello, little Oliver. How are you, buddy? You want pets? Yes? You want pets? Is that it? Huh? We might as well do Spider-Man Lethal Enforcers, a Japan-only Spider-Man game. Get that Japanese out of my face. I'm sorry. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. It's probably one of the okay-ish Spider-Man games before the PS1 came around anyways. Better than the Acclaim garbage. Did I mention I really hate Acclaim and all their video games? You know what? Actually, I hate this game too. Who's your pup, huh? Who's your buddy, huh? Oliver is. Yes, that's right, buddies. Next up is Musya. M-U-S-Y-A, a classic tale of Japanese horror. This is one of those weird, rare Super Nintendo games, I'm sorry. Who's your good buddy? Anyways, he plays a guy, you get a spear, you can do that. You can also do this. This is just for funsies. I just wanted to show you this anyways. Pew. Also, this has got sort of anime that they would show on Toonami kind of feel to it to me. Oliver, come up here, huh? That made me laugh, thank you. Okay, I've had enough of this. Oh, my arm's just starting to hurt. What other games do I have that are to fit the theme? Sort of fit the theme. X-Men for the Genesis. After this, I got one more game in me, because my hands, they starting to hurt. I think this is the one where you had to reset your console in order to beat arcade. I should have played X-Men 2 on the Super Nintendo. That was a better game. But I'm stuck with my decisions now, aren't I? Yeah, hitting dudes with spears. Did I mention I've never been a fan of Gambit's costume design? Like, Gambit's costume is ugly and awful, in my opinion. Like, why have a trench coat when you have that, like, perfectly okay-ish, like, superhero-esque costume? It makes no sense to me. It's not cool design-wise. I'm not a fan of Gambit's design. But then again, 90s X-Men was full of some terrible design choices, in my humble opinion. I am a firm believer in 4 primary colors as a good rule for superhero design, and Gambit defeats that. Beast is a great design. Wolverine is a okay design, but I am of the opinion that I prefer yellow and blue Wolverine over the brownish one. That's probably sacrilege to some X-Men fans, but I am a big fan of the blue and yellow Wolverine. It's just I like that costume design. I like those colors for him. Okay, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this. One more game and I think I'm done. I think I'm done after one more game. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. No, no, no. Now we're going to play Mutant Apocalypse, the Super Nintendo one. Hello, Oliver. You want to be pets? Hear me, my X-Men. Your mission is invade the island of Genosha. We're gonna play as Beast. Beast, I love Beast. I love his design. Beast is just fucking great. Come get some generic soldiers. Like, Beast's design is so easy to understand. He's a big, blue, hairy monster man. He's basically blue Bigfoot, who's also a scientist. That is just pure brilliant design, in my humble opinion. I'm sorry. He's Science Bigfoot. Nightcrawler has a good design too. Oh yeah, X-Men Evolution was a fun little show. Now, I'm not a fan of this design for Cyclops because of the unnecessary, like the strap. I much prefer his more classic design with the sort of blue, but I can see why this is... We'll play as her next if you want me to. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to do Optic Blast! Huh. Well, the thing with me is that Cyclops is like... He's sort of the beginning of the really bad X-Men designs. Like, the really bad ones with all the gratuitous straps and shit that were like a signature of Liefeld and Jim Lee at the time. Like, Jim Lee is an actually good artist who decided for some reason to ape Liefeld. And that's why I don't like Jim Lee as much. Because Jim Lee actually has talent. Jim Lee actually has talent, and that's what makes it depressing. It's okay, I'm not playing this full through. This is for fun, you know? I do this for fun. But yeah, Psylocke is hot. Yes. Like, I was watching the original X-Men movie from, like, it was 2001? And God, the costumes look so bland compared to, like, newer X-Men, newer X-Men movies. Like, the Black Frogman suit have aged inconceivably. I still think it's an okay movie, though. But you can tell it's from, like, the early 2000s. Super glad we don't have that black leather suit look anymore. Yeah, that's true. We all are. We all are Cosby. I don't know who will play him outside of... I don't know who's a good replacement for Jackman, but... maybe get someone who's actually short this time. Wolverine's like 5'3", I think, or something. Wolverine is fucking short, man. Wolverine is a tiny man. You would look so much better without that jacket, Gambit. No, but Wolverine's like 5'3" in the comics. He's a short man. Also, he's Canadian. Truly Canada's most badass man. Now, originally I think Gambit was going to be like a clone of Mr. Sinister. I don't know if I remember that right, but I think Chris Claremont himself, if I remember right, confirmed that originally Mr. Sinister was going to be an immortal trapped inside like a child's body. So he was like this evil old man trapped inside of this young person's body who aged slowly, and that was like his power. I remember Claremont confirming that. Now it is time to sign off, but now we're going to do the random country thing like before. Time for the random country signing off. Do 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 do. Where's that at? Yes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Is Christmas Island actually a country? No, it's a territory of Australia. That doesn't count. Okay. The Bahamas it is. We're going to sign off on the Bahamas. I don't know if anything at all. All I know is it was colonized by the British. That's all I know about you, Bahamas. I hope you've enjoyed this stream. I'm sorry, that made me laugh. Well, that's the end of the stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a nice day. Dope.